me these things. We used to be talking about our exes and still kissing. The niggas in my city suck. Go through that phone. Found out why he was in the shower, booty ball naked. I love him. Sleeping on that air mattress. Had to put some tape on it so it didn't deflate. It be my world. Motherfuckers just living in it. Your mama can tell you as many times don't hump, but girl, you're humping. What she say? Yeah. Don't give a fuck about that bitch for real. I'm really good for real. I'm really that bitch for real. Hey sister, bring it down. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Ooh, we get into some things today. We get into the business. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I want my business to be put on a floor like that, but I feel like it's time. I feel like so many things in my life has changed. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hey girl, hey, my name is Khaiakhalan. For you guys who don't know, if y'all who do that means y'all been what? If you new here, you have a 10, we shake a little butt. I don't know, this is as raw and as crazy as you'll probably get it. We locked in. Ain't nothing to say on this channel. When you get a ponytail, you just can't even help it. Like, what? Huh? My hair just won't stop moving. Anyways, girl, as you can see from the title, we are doing a live. I had a little bit of time to spare and I was like, you know what, let me just do a live update. I posted on my Instagram story. If you don't follow my Instagram, follow that Khaiakhalan.x, because I'm doing anything that y'all get to interact with me in a video. I get to be a part of it, or we really get to chit chat, really sit down for the beans. I always post on my Instagram first. Got question on question on question, so many questions. We're about to just get into everything. I'm gonna start from the bottom up. Y'all is in here being spicy. Y'all talking about something. How was my first body? Did he lick it? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me these things? I'm gonna answer as much as possible. If you is my if you my daddy, my mama. I know I be letting you watch videos, but God, can you? And my grandma be watching my videos too. Grandma, go ahead and exit. This video's not for, you know, this is not for parental vision. Please, I'm gonna give you a second. Hey, you leave though. I'm gonna give you a minute. All right, I think it's safe. I want to answer the spicy. I do, but I be a little self-conscious. While we answer these questions, I'm going to be taking out some of my hair. I actually got this idea from Madison Denise. I have to take out my hair because I'm going on another trip. Not all my hair, because I literally just got my hair done right before my birthday. It's holding up really well, but she just want to do like the perimeter, these braids right here, just so it looks new for our trip. I'm going to probably look crazy as shit by the end of this video, and that's okay because we locked in. Do I want to spray some perfume to set the mood? Let's take my hair down and then we about to just start getting into the questions. I just like to see a cute ass ponytail go. Should we start with the middle first or should we start with the sides? I'm gonna start with these. Look crazy. The first question I'm gonna do is, how do you balance school, relationship, and social media? Girl, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I be going through it. It is a lot. Yeah, what? I feel like my hair is like right here. I'm gonna say right here. I think this is reasonable. I keep a planner. That is the only way I'm able to balance and do everything that I have to do. I've been planning my life out like this since I was in high school. It allows me to make my time more real. I do YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. I just put it on my schedule. For all the days I want to go to school, I be trying to stay in the gym because I gotta stay fit. I be putting all the days I want to go to the gym. It do get to be a lot. That's why I feel like I gotta keep God at the center of everything that I do. I'm not enough to keep myself motivated, but God, all I gotta do is pray, like, give me the capacity. Give me the capacity to be able to handle all that you put in my life. Even when I be taking trips and stuff like that, a part of me be like, I just want to get back to work. I don't want to be slacking in any area. I'll be having to just remind myself, I want to get used to this being my normal. And the only way for you to get used to it is just understanding that you can handle it, because it's only going to get bigger, it's only going to get larger, it's only going to get better. I literally have this prayer where I ask God for just more capacity for me to handle more. Hopefully by the time I stop going to school, I'll have more time on my hands. I barely get to see my little shit. I barely get to lay up. Because I already kind of mentioned God, I'm gonna go on to the next question. And one of my girls said, what is your favorite Bible verse? And it's actually sitting here on my vision board. It says, succeed. I've commanded you to be brave and strong, haven't I? Don't be alarmed or terrified, because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. There's actually a story behind that. I was living with somebody at the time, because y'all know I've lived with a million bajillions of people. Like, it was just horrible. I kind of was like trying to keep myself out of like a dark place. I don't want to go into detail. I slept in the living room. I didn't have no privacy. No, I promise you, the rest of my hair is longer. You know you be frying, dying, and look to the side. Your little hairs in the front, so not too much. You know them hairs in the front be shorter. Let me put this back before y'all get ideas. But yeah, I was going through a hard time living with them, and I remember my grandmother on my dad's side, she used to come up and visit me every single Friday. She did not miss a Friday because she knew I was going through it mentally, and she just wanted to be that like person where I could, you know, confide in, have a good laugh with, not feel alone or nothing like that. And I remember one day I was really down, and she made me read that verse out loud to her. It really stuck with me because it was just like, God commands you you. It's not something he's asking of you. He's literally commanding you to do good, like to be okay, to be strong. He's not asking you to do that. He's telling you to do that. That is definitely my favorite verse. It's Joshua 1:9. Somebody also said, what do you do for work and how do you choose the spots you take pics in? What do I do for work? I do social media full time. I also coach people on how to fully optimize and create a crazy brand on Instagram, how to make your videos go viral. My craft is getting better and better by the day. I eat vlogs down. All my sisters who watch my vlogs advocate for me in the comments. The vlogs go crazy. And what do you choose the spots you take pics in? I'll go on TikTok to look up places to take pictures in my city, and I put the city. You're gonna find a video of places to take pictures in your city. Somebody said, hey boo, what are you studying in college? What do you want to become? You might know better than me. I'm studying marketing and business, which makes sense because social media is literally just marketing yourself. I've just been learning more about that, the back end stuff. I love YouTube. I just want to take that as far as I possibly can. I want to help as many people as possible, start organizations. I want to create a space where people feel comfortable enough to share. I'm still figuring it out. I just turned 21. But another one of my sisters said, do you believe in sex before marriage? How do I answer this one? I feel like I don't now, but it did not start that way. I didn't always think like that, nor did I act like that. When I was a little younger, I honestly did not think it was that deep because, you know, when your parents doing something, your aunts doing something, your cousins doing something, all your friends, everybody talking about it on the back of the bus, like, you don't think nothing is wrong with that. Everybody doing it. Nobody set an example for you to follow. Your mama can tell you as many times, don't hump, but girl, you're humping. When I was younger, I really didn't care. I didn't understand it. I wasn't really tapped into my Christianity like that. If people was telling me don't have sex, they wasn't really telling me the reason why. But as I started getting closer to God, like a year ago, 2 years ago, he really started helping me understand why God tells us not to have sex before marriage. Before I even say any of that, I want to say this. I'm not telling y'all to do nothing. I don't believe in looking down on nobody. I had to learn and grow my own way. I had to be convicted for me to do it and actually have a reason onto why I'm doing it. There's amazing reasons why you shouldn't. So sad is a real thing. Not only is you sleeping with that person, but you sleeping with every single person that they slept with. Any toxic energy that they had. And then also when you do sleep with somebody, no matter how much you try, at least me personally, you trying to keep it peaceful, but the whole time my feelings is hurt a little bit. Or I'm on their body a little bit more, overly thinking about what they doing or what they got going on. Even if you don't show the person that you feel like that, you still feel like that. It's still eating you up inside. How I interpret the Bible, how my pastor interprets the Bible and he teaches it to us. He never saying God say don't have sex. God loves sex. He loves sex in marriage though. It's a promise that you're making with a person saying, I'm not gonna do no harm to you. I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna love you, cherish you. I'm not gonna window shop. Why would sex feel so good if I didn't want you to, you know, hump a little bit? God wants you to hump. He put one of the greatest blessings, which is new life. And the only way you can have one of the greatest blessings in the world is by having sex. Of course he wants you to get humpy. The enemy will try to convince you that, oh, God thinks sex is bad. Like, just do it however you want to do it, whenever you want to do it, whoever you want to do it with. He wants you to do that so then you get your feelings all tied up. You call him, you want to break his windows through. Now you going to jail. Now you having babies and your baby don't got no diapers because you had sex with somebody who ain't even had no money. He was a broke and he just knew how to hump good. That's really why I don't really have sex no more, because I want to be able to sleep at night. Then when you're not having sex, you have a clear mind. When you're not having sex with that person, your mind is a lot clearer. They cannot manipulate you into doing no bullshit. They cannot manipulate you into feeling no way. I ain't gonna say they can't, but it makes it a lot harder because your mind is super clear. Another person see me butt ass naked, I don't want to do that. Another one of my sisters said, how many siblings do you have? I only have one sibling, Exhibit A. That's my sister. She younger than me. And Sharky Kim. One of my sisters said, how did you get over being shy or recorded in public? Honestly, I've never really been shy doing anything in public. I feel like I get that from my dad. He's a crackhead. Like, sometimes I be with my boyfriend, he'd be like, yo, you do not see nobody else. I don't think you think anybody in this world exists. It be my world. Motherfuckers just living in it. A lot of people do want to be content creators in this day and age. If somebody's looking, I be thinking of it like maybe they do social media, maybe they do content, and they wish they had as much confidence to just be out here doing stuff, talking to a camera, being crazy. That's how I be thinking of it. Ooh, somebody said, what was the experience losing your V card? Not saying that I have even lost it, but say I did. Say I did lose it. It was mid. One of my sisters said, how do you think you've grown emotionally or mentally since your early 20s? Girl, I am in my early 20s. I've grown a lot. I used to be a hothead, overly crash out. Before, I did not know how to regulate my emotions. I learned that some things are not worth your peace. I spoke to the lady and everything. I thought I was good, but like when you get into a relationship, they ruffle things up that you didn't even know that you had to still heal from. My boyfriend, he's like the polar opposite of me. I didn't think that we was gonna really get along for real, or I was gonna like him as much as I do. But whole time, I really do feel like that's what God had in store for me, because I was always going towards people that was like me or very similar to my daddy. Crazy personalities, and we would clash a lot. When me and that person would be so equally as prideful, no one would apologize first. No one could really show their emotions. My boyfriend that I'm with now, if we get into an argument, he never gonna call me out my name, never going going to be so pee that he can't call me back after an argument and be like, you okay though? I do love you. While me, I'm working on my pride. Because he is such the opposite, I have to really look at myself, constantly look at myself and be like, damn, that's not okay. That's not healthy. When someone's not matching your energy, you really see how nuts you be being. That really helped me grow. Also, I do therapy. Therapy isn't really just talking to somebody and they paid to listen to you. You listen to me, yeah, and I be having her cracking up. Therapy just gives me an opportunity for me to just speak out my feelings. A lot of times, I don't even realize how I think about certain situations until I get to use a whole hour to just yap with somebody who's sitting there like, yep, I feel that though. You right. Okay. Somebody also said, have you ever had a pregnancy scare? Huh? I feel like if you ever do anything sexual that causes pregnancy, you gonna be scared. Ooh, it's a good one. One of my sisters said, how to deal with being in a house you feel you're not wanted in. By the way, I love you so much. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, bro. When I tell you, I've had too much experience with this. If I'm being so real, it did make me cry sometimes, of course, because you just want your own space. You just want life to be good. You don't want to be in nobody's house that you feel like you're not wanted in. Sometimes I did cry it out, but I also journal. I used to journal. Your mind will get so anxiety filled that it'll make the situation so much more worse in your head. A way I stopped that from happening, I would journal. This is what's real. This is what my mind is making up. That's what really helped me. I don't know if y'all watched this story time when I lived with my dad's girlfriend. She was hell. She did her weird one and she did it well. So finding somebody who you could talk to, who could motivate you. When I was having those low days where I was like, damn, when am I going to get my own space? When am I going to get my own room? A door to slam. I would just call her. She'd make me feel better. She's gonna look back and be like, look where we came from. It's just making our story more spicy. Got my sister and my mama, I'll go nuts. I would have went bananas. So let's get into what y'all all been wanting to know. A lot of my sisters have been asking, who is this new man? How you and your man doing? When we gonna meet Stinkerbud? New boo question mark. How are you and a boyfriend? A lot of y'all is asking about the boyfriend. I'm gonna try to answer all of those in one swoop. Okay. We gonna call him Stinkerbud. Stinkerbud is good. He's sexy. He fine. I love him. He good. I don't even know where to start. I love that man. Damn. I met him in school. He taught me what it was to be loved peacefully, with intention, unconditionally. Even when I crash out, even when I'm crazy, he still have the same love for me. He showed me what it was to not be in a relationship where yelling, arguing, calling somebody out their name, being petty was normal. I was always used to that. That's kind of what my dad showed me, in a sense. Like, he has not had the best track record when it came to women, and I've only seen toxic. When I got with my boyfriend, I was not used to us talking things out, communicating. We good. We be going on dates. We be going on trips. So y'all keep asking like, when y'all gonna see him? I showed my last nigga to the world and he got humped. His face was in a few videos, and I remember somebody had sent a screenshot to him of him in my video, and I guess it was like going around. Then next week he got fucked. So now I'm a little bit more precautious. What should I do with it? Should I throw it in a little bun? I just put in like a little twist going back. Another one of my sisters said, how bad does the thigh tab hurt? Because I'm thinking about getting it. It really didn't hurt. Granted, I was a little tipsy. I do not have a high pain tolerance. The only part that hurt, a test starts right here. When he was doing right here, fire. It hurt. If you start it lower, it's not gonna hurt like that. Somebody also said, what level of education are you? I am I guess you would say like a sophomore in college. I don't know if I'm gonna go 2 more years into school to get my bachelor's. I'm not sure. I'm not really a school girly like that. I think I'm more of like a hands-on business, get my certification in different areas, making money in areas that I'm actually interested in. Another one of my sisters said, how has being a content creator changed you in ways to become better? It created a more genuine person. When I first started social media, it was more so vlogs and I was trying to show just the highlights of my life. But what made y'all really start connecting with me was when I started showing like the real deal Holyfield, sleeping on that air mattress. I had to put some tape on it so it didn't deflate. When I started being real about just my life, it made me realize how many other people go through similar things. It made me not feel alone. It made me feel so much more confident when it came to telling my story, not being ashamed whatsoever. Also, them pockets got a little fatter. And it made me a fire editor. Being able to edit a crazy video is just amazing to me. Another one of my sisters said, can you do another video on people's stories? Because I have one for you. I know y'all be liking those, and I'm gonna do another one of those. Y'all have filled my email up. You can continue doing it at tellkhaia@gmail.com. That's where you send your stories. But yeah, I'm gonna do that real soon. I love when I'm not in the hot seat. Can you do a workout routine? Girl, let me get back to the gym first. I'll definitely give a workout routine when I get back in the gym, because I'm not about to fake the funk and act like I'm really top my shit. But I do just watch what I eat. In order to keep my shape good, I really watch what I eat. I use this app called MyFitnessPal, and it basically tells you how much calories you're supposed to intake in a day, carbs, sugar, fiber, all of that good stuff. You can work out all you want, but if you're not eating good, it's not going to show at all. I do want to tone my body up. I don't really want to lose no weight because I love these thick thighs. I definitely give a workout routine when I work out, girl. His ass just fat for no reason. Another question said, how did you gain weight? How did you get so thick? I didn't mean to. This was by accident. I got in a relationship. This nigga asked me if I wanted Wingstop 7 times a day. I was gaining weight. I really had to cut back, but that's how my thighs started getting thick. I'm trying to get rid of some of it. Another one of my sisters said, how do you stay close to God? I really stay close to God by going to church. I used to watch a lot of sermons online. I have the sermons that I was watching in my bio if you want to check them out. They're a younger pastor, so he cool as ever. He made me be able to understand the Bible more than I ever have. I never really liked them old school churches. I used to fall asleep. Wasn't enough snacks in the world to keep me up. I've been trying to pick up my Bible more. I got the NLT Bible. It's the New Living Translation. It's the easiest Bible to read. Ooh, this one is good. Even though this ain't about me, I gotta answer it because it's spicy. Good advice never hurt. One of my sisters said, if you found out your man cheated on you, but he doesn't know that you know, what would you do? Has this ever happened to me? Yes. I did find out my man cheated on me. I found out while he was in the shower, booty ball naked. I don't even know why he left his phone by me. For one, you gotta have some evidence and you gotta keep it in your phone so he can never like trick you, finesse you into thinking it's really not that deep. Once you got the evidence in your phone, you just show him and you dip off. You get ready to post your cutest shit, put your baddest bitch on the floor on Instagram. You don't even gotta say too much. Make sure you have an exit. Whenever you show him that he cheating and he effing off, you gotta have your Uber already outside. When you're ready to show him, make sure you are actually ready to dip, ready to leave. You already seen he did it. You don't need no explanation. It's in your face. I remember I had found out that I was flirting with his cousin at the cookout. He was pissed. I was just being grimy, but that didn't help nothing because I'm still sad as hell. Well, another one of my sisters said, if your friends were telling you your boyfriend was cheating on you, what would you do? Believe them? Friends, plural, multiple. A little delusion is good. Don't override it. Your friends, plural. The fact that they had to all come together and create a convention. Multiple people is telling you that your man is cheating on you. They're not telling you for no reason. Go through that phone. You got to be able to see it yourself to even almost leave. He'll convince you like, no, your friend's tripping. They lying. They jealous. She want to hump me. Whole time, they right. But because you can't see it yourself, you don't feel it. And you rather believe the BS than believe your friend. Go through that phone. See for yourself. Another one of my sisters said, have you gotten your driver's license? Yes, I have. When I said I failed that test the first time, they were crying tears. Shitty. I had to go get me a big ass bowl of Chipotle after I was done. I couldn't believe it. I failed it. I definitely failed it. But I do have my driver's license. I got it after the second time. I was taking my driver's test. I was like, yeah, you look nice today, sir. I love this corduroy. This looks good on you. You talking about something? You trying to butter me up? Absolutely. I want to pass and I failed. I really feel like he held it against me. Somebody said, any baby fever? Fuck no. Fuck them kids. No, absolutely not. I gotta be rich as hell. I want to already have my nannies in place. I literally grew up in a space where my parents were not ready to take in no kid. Even though my situation in life made me stronger, made me who I am, and I'm very grateful for that, I would not bring no kid in this world. And they ain't got no fruit snacks. They can't have the best of the best. My kids will indeed be golden sparkle diamonds spoon fed. I want to be married. I want to have the house built, the room decorated, the swimming pool, the tree house, all types of stuff. I want to have the dog already trained, ready to welcome my baby in. I want to be overly set before I just bring a kid into this environment because I know what it feels like. So yeah, no baby fever. I don't even play like that. Now this is said, how is making friends in college and tips on how to. Making friends in college is a little hard because you really don't gotta talk to nobody and everybody got these big ass headphones where I can't even get my words and my 2 cents in. And people are more antisocial because of social media. We're so used to just talking to each other on social media, reacting on stories, sending emojis up and stuff like that. Like we don't really know how to fully start new conversations. I remember when I used to be in middle school. What? Hey friend, brother, you my niece, you my rock, you my baby mom. What? I had a name for everybody. We was all cool. It was so much easier to make friends. When it comes to college, it is a little harder, but don't be scared to put yourself out there. Don't base your friendships off of your past friendships. Say you gravitated towards a type of person, so you think that's the type of friend that you always gotta gravitate towards. I look crazy. Oh my god. And if you really want to know like all things school, I made a school advice video right here. I think making friends and tips on that was literally the first question I answered. Oh, my man's supposed to be seeing me today and I look crazy. Another said, what is your skincare? Right now, I just use Sensitive Skin Dove soap and it has been working for me very, very well with a little ponds. I used to have very bad breakouts back when I was in high school and middle school. And I used to go to the dermatologist like crazy and they used to be charging me $60 plus some for bullshit ass medicine for my skin. That's nothing for me. So then I just one day was like, F it. I went to TikTok University, looked up what the girls was using and I just went with it. And it's been working for me ever since. Gotta just figure out a solution to lighten up just dark spots from pimples that I've had in the past. But Good Molecules did just send me a box of goodies. I'm gonna see what that's talking about. If you have sensitive skin and you've ever used Good Molecules, let me know your thoughts on it. A lot of girls are saying, where are you? I miss you. I need a video. I be posting videos. Honestly, I be feeling like YouTube don't be showing y'all when I be posting my vlogs. If you don't think I have posted a video, 9 times out of 10, I posted a vlog. Ooh, so I said, how many bodies do you have? All I'm gonna say is you can't count using both hands. You can't count using all hands on one hand. Somebody said, sister, this mystery man been having you pull up Andy. I hate it outside. The niggas in my city suck. I used to go to parties, drunk as hell, give niggas my number, wake up in the morning like, what the fuck? How did I let this happen? Not put up in the house, put up on a plane, put up on a flight, put up on a 5-star all-inclusive hotel. Don't just be put up in the house, girl. The house sucks. Another one, my sister said, what is your advice on actually achieving your goals? When it comes to achieving my goals, my planner gonna do it for me every time. It's really good to first list out what your goals are. For example, I had a goal to start a YouTube channel. What do I need to do to actually start my YouTube channel? I make a list. I need to have a intro, I need to have an outro, I need a YouTube banner, figure out what I'm going to edit on, film my first video, when do I think I'm going to drop it, how am I going to advertise it throughout the month. I'll say I'm going to do this day, this day, this day, this day, this day. I'm not going to overwhelm myself and think I'm going to do it all in one day. I'm going to spread it across the month, so by the end of the month my YouTube channel will be out. That's how I really hold myself accountable. Okay, so one of my sisters said, how did you get over your ex, or how do you get over an ex? How did I get over my ex? I moved to a different city and jumped on a different day. Not playing. I did not do it the best way. I did jump into another boy face. The boy who face I jumped into, we had both just got out of relationships, and I swear we was trauma bonding. We used to be talking about our exes and still kissing. Give me a kiss, but how was your ex? What she do to you? It was horrible. That didn't even work. That was a distraction. I had to really turn to God. My feelings was so hurt. I didn't want to tell my mama for real because I just thought that was embarrassing. Kind of already had told my friends and my sister enough, so it was just like I was tired of talking about it. I got sent a sermon one day, watched it, and felt like God was talking to me. It started healing my heart, and I moved away. I didn't want to almost catch you in the supermarket and you would have knew, bitch, I can't take that. I moved. All the memories around my environment that I was constantly still in, and it just was making me feel sad. Leaving really did help. If you can't leave your space, I would try to revamp your space. Another one of my sisters said, what's your favorite color? I ain't gonna lie, I don't really think I have a favorite color. I think my favorite color is really like a blue. You know that pastel bluish green where the blue and the green is mixed, like an aquamarine type color, but like a turquoise, but it's pastel. That's probably my favorite color. Can you please adopt me? Y'all are crazy. You'll be over here hungry eating noodles. One of my sisters said, are you okay mentally and physically? Girl, I'm better than okay. I can do a cartwheel right now. I'm so much better than I was like a year or so ago. Honestly, it really is the way you look at life. Just being grateful for all the things that you have, not comparing your situation to nobody else's, even though it's very hard, because I feel like that's what social media pushes us to do. Gratitude is the best way to keep your spirits up. Even when y'all see me on that trip, you watch my Cancun vlog, I just kept looking and being like, damn, I'm so freaking grateful. Just realizing how far you've come in life. What's your favorite supplements to take? I need to be taking more. I seen this TikTok where it says black girls need to be taking vitamin D in the wintertime because it gives us what the sun usually gives us, and because we are darker skin, it's harder for the sun to fill us up with the nutrients it needs to fill us up with, because our skin protects us from the sun. I'm not sure if that's true, but I will be looking that up and doing my research and then going to get me some vitamin D pills. I was taking biotin and stuff like that, but I swear it was breaking out my face, because when I stopped taking it, my skin was doing better. I really just be trying to eat food that give me the vitamins that I need. This is not my question, but one of my sisters said, you are my role model. I love you so much, and I'm watching you all the way from South Africa. I love you so much, girl. Thank you so much. And I just want to say that because I see all of the questions that aren't really questions, that are just saying that y'all love me so much, and I do love y'all so much. Like I said, y'all have changed my life in a crazy way. You don't understand how many situations you help me with every single day. If I'm ever having a bad day, just being able to look at my comments and seeing all the love, it's a crazy feeling. I appreciate you so much. Watching me all the way from Africa, bitch, we live. Someone said how to gain more confidence. It really starts from within, not your outer appearance. I started journaling. I always knew I was that bitch, but sometimes when you in middle school, high school, and you dealing with kids that's just mean as hell and trying to derail your whole entire being, make it seem like you're not who you think you is, it could really affect you. Journal helped me always remind myself I am her. Saying affirmations, I still got affirmations in my phone to this day. I don't say them as much because, you know, it's kind of engraved in me now. I used to say affirmations just to remind myself, and it worked. Words are so powerful, and just getting cute. Find a lip combo. If you don't have Pinterest and TikTok looking up how to up level your look, I don't know what you're doing. It's too many tips. But still, be true to yourself at the end of the day. Don't try to conform into a type of aesthetic, because it's just too much of that. There's nothing wrong with following a trend, but like, don't lose yourself in a trend. Drinking a matcha, go to the Pilates, doing a little two-piece set. Still keep your creativity, because we are all individually different for a reason. Okay. This is my last one. Another sister said, what's a crucial part of your morning routine? When I wake up in the morning, not jumping straight on my phone. I literally had to tell myself, stop doing that. Consuming what everybody else got going on before I really look at myself. Be appreciative of what I got going on. Give myself the time of day before I give everybody else the time of day. Make sure that I thank God for waking me up in the morning. And I just heard this girl on TikTok say that when she wakes up, she tries to think of as many things as possible on why she's grateful. Don't even get out your bed until you sit there and do that. So that is what I'm gonna start doing. Oh, someone said some fashion tips. Girl, follow my Pinterest. I be putting all types of fashion ideas up on there, and utilize Shein. You could really turn your closet up with Shein. I don't care. It's not about what you wear, it's how you wear it. That was the last braid. Ooh. But anyway, sister, that wraps up the video. I know I look a little nut. I really had a great time putting my business on the floor. This felt like therapy. Wish me luck on this trip. I'm about to go on a cruise, and I know it's gonna be crazy because I'm going on a carnival. I know I'm gonna have a time. I know I'm gonna be. I'm about to finish packing. I love you so much. Like I said in the beginning, my name is Khaiakhalan. For all you guys who don't know, if you're who, let me drop in what. And keep messing with me. I don't want to go. I see you later, girl. Bye.